Hey ladies, welcome back to the channel. I'm Yanka, the excellent wife and mom, and I'm glad that you're here. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about why I love being a homemaker. So I've been a full-time homemaker for about the last 7 or 8 years. And prior to that, I did work outside of the home. And then I worked in the home, and then finally to homemaker. And I enjoyed my career. But once I started having my babies, especially my second one, it was a wrap. And plus God called me home. And I wasn't too enthused about it. I had a feeling of, I wanted to be home with my baby. I didn't want to miss any of their first steps or anything like that. And then, but I also wanted to work, But I'm glad that I listened to God, because in this position as homemaker, it has just been one of the most fulfilling things in my life. I love being a wife. I love serving my husband. I love serving my children. And, you get to give and pour into, the ones around you. Who love. And to me, it's just more fulfilling than being outside of the home. It's nice when people give you compliments and things. We all like compliments. But it just means more when, my children say, "You're the best mommy ever." Or, "Mom, you're the best." Or, "Mom, you're this, you're that." "Mom, I love you." "Mom, thank you for this." And with my husband, like yesterday, he said, I really enjoy being home. I really enjoy just being with you. That's precious. And there's no amount of money that could, pay me that. It's just no amount. And I see the direct benefit of me being home. It's important for me to pour into my children, because I know when I'm interacting with them each day, I'm not just touching them, I'm touching my future generations, my grandchildren, my great-grands, and even the generations that I won't know. But it's by interaction today that's going to be a ripple effect for those future generations. And that's very important to me. I know that my husband, he thinks big, he dreams big, everything is big. And to just be able to be here and to support someone else in their vision, it's a God-given vision. And just to be here, I love being able to just drop whatever we're doing and meet him wherever. "Hey, can you guys meet me here? Hey, we're going to buy this business. Can we, meet here and do that?" I love all of it, and I thank God for it. And so, I don't knock anyone who works outside of a home, because, everybody has a different call. So if that's what God called you to, please do not be offended, because it is no shade. I'm just speaking about me, Yanka, personally, why I love being home with my husband, or for my husband, and with my kids. I enjoy, homeschooling. Just watching my children bloom and blossom, watching their interests, watching the aha moments when they when something clicks with them, seeing their interests, seeing how much they grow, and just being a part of just their everyday experiences, watching their creativity. It's just all a joy to me. And I'm looking this summer. I have, my kids are 4, 6, 8, and 9. And just to see the growth from last year to this year is absolutely amazing. We go to the lake, and they're doing more things on their own. They're, they can pedal boat by themselves. They can fish. They can canoe and kayak. They can, jump off the dock and swim. They can do all these things. So it's nice to be able to to be a part of all that, and to observe that, and to just talk freely about the things that God gives me to talk to them about, or gives my husband. And it's nice when they have questions, be able to, some I answer and some we dive deep into and research. So, I just really love and appreciate that. When your kids are really little, it might be a little harder to be at that place. But, it's beauty in every day. I remember I was talking to my boys today. I said, I remember when they were so little, like 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, and they would say, Mommy, you're my sweetie pie. They just couldn't quite enunciate the words. And it was just the cutest thing. And I just loved that. I absolutely loved it. And, I think that's payment from God. When children give you a compliment, or they, draw the little pictures, and they pour everything into it. My daughters make me stuff every single day. They draw these little pictures and cut these little things out. And, I love you, Mom, and I love you, and these colorings and the rainbows and the unicorn things. And I just think it's so precious, They give you everything they got. They give you everything. And to me, that's a gift from God, and it's priceless. And I just get to be here for it all, to observe. I stand, in the kitchen some days cooking, and I just listen. I like to listen to different things while I'm doing chores and things, but sometimes I just turn it off, just listen to them, what they're saying, the things they're talking about, how they're playing, how they're speaking. And it just, it fills me with joy. So I really enjoy that. And then, being able to create an atmosphere in my home, an atmosphere of peace and love, kindness and gentleness, an atmosphere or a household of faith, being able to, be a direct influence on that, being able to demonstrate to my kids how a mother and a wife goes about her day, just how a mother and how a wife and a husband work together, how this thing works, and doing it the way that God designed it. Because when you follow God's design, you get into that, his design for things, you have no choice but to succeed. No choice. All the working I did before kids, and when I first had them, it wouldn't have got me to the place that we are now. It wouldn't have got me there, to be able to just be home, to not have any car payment or mortgages or anything like that, and that's just simply by being obedient to God, that he brought us to a place, and this is only scratching the surface, So every day I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the life that God has given me. It's a great life. It's a great life. And it's my prayer that if you, are a mother and a wife, that you, appreciate it. Appreciate God for his design, and how he designed marriage, and how he designed things to work. If you like me, don't work outside of the home. God he's the source. He's the provider. He'll take good care of you no matter what. He's going to take care of you. And so in my case, my husband is, the primary vessel that he uses to take care of me. And I want for absolutely nothing. I don't believe because you have one income, you have to live barely scraping by, maybe at first, but that should not be a long-term thing, God is lavish. He came that we would have life and life more abundantly. And so I don't believe that God will have us scraping by, because, he as the king, he doesn't live scraping by. So as his daughter, I don't believe I should live that way. And God has been faithful, and he hasn't, let me live that way or allowed me to. And it's just through listening to him, and just, obeying his voice. So my encouragement to all the stay-at-home moms and wives, enjoy the stage that you're in. Enjoy your children. Because like I said earlier, my kids are 4, 6, 8, and 9. And even now, that time went by so fast. I remember when I had 3 under 4, yep, and then 4 under 5. But it went fast. And even now, my 9-year-old, 18, he wants to leave at like 16. Can I go at 16? And he keeps dropping age. Can I move out at 4? No, 14. I'm like, dude, just take your time. But he's a very ambitious young man. But appreciate your kids. Appreciate the gifts that God has given you. Appreciate your home. And take care of it, because God blessed you with it. I don't care how big or small it is. Appreciate it. Take care of it. Take care of the people that God have entrusted to you. These dear little ones who look up to you, and your spouse, your husband. Just take the time to appreciate them and show them that they are loved. That God blessed you by giving them to you. I say that to my husband. Say, I thank you for going to work for us. I say it quite often. Thank you for going to work for us. Thank you for doing this and doing that. And I tell my kids, throughout the day, because I have 4 of them, I grab each one and hug them, kiss them, like, thank you for being here. You are such a blessing. You are a gift from God. So, take the time and do that with your kids. So that's all I have. That's why I love being a homemaker. It's a wonderful life, and I thank God for it. And in a culture where that is fought so hard, we may look at submission as a dirty word, or your hood, you want to make your own money or whatever. God to take care of you. God had worked out of my heart, and He has been so good to me. So do things God's way. My husband and I always say that we have no stress in our lives, because we cast our cares on God, and we're determined to live life to the fullest and do what God put us here to do. And right now, that assignment is to serve my husband and serve my kids, and I do it with a glad heart and an appreciative attitude. So ladies, have an excellent day, and I'll be on again real soon, because it's almost the end of the month, so I'll talk about what we did as far as homeschool for this month of July. So, bye.